Hey Chiefs Kingdom, are you ready for this? Because what just happened in the draft might have completely reshaped the future of the Kansas City Chiefs defense. And trust me, nobody saw this level of aggression coming. We're talking bold moves, calculated risks, and a clear message sent to the entire league. Right out of the gate, the energy was different. This front office didn't come to play it safe. They came to attack weaknesses head-on. And if you blinked, you might have missed one of the biggest statements of the entire first round. So stick with me, because what I'm about to break down isn't just another draft recap. This is a glimpse into how the Chiefs are building something dangerous again, and why 2026 could be a turning point. The moment the draft started, you could feel the tension. Fans were wondering, would the Chiefs go offense, or finally commit fully to fixing the defense? And then it happened. Kansas City made a bold trade up to the number 6 overall pick. That alone tells you everything about their mindset. This wasn't a passive approach. This was a front office identifying their guy and going all in. And when they selected Mansour Delane, the message was loud and clear. This defense needed a lockdown corner, and they believe they just got the best one in the entire class. Delane isn't just another rookie. He's a player many analysts believed could step in and start immediately. And that's exactly what the Chiefs are expecting from him. With departures in the secondary, there was a real concern about depth and reliability at cornerback. But now, that concern just turned into excitement. Imagine Delane stepping onto the field early, matching up against top receivers, and holding his own. That's the kind of impact Kansas City is betting on. But they didn't stop there. Not even close. Because later in the first round, with the 29th pick, the Chiefs doubled down on defense again. This time, they went to the trenches, selecting defensive tackle Peter Woods. A powerful presence in the middle, exactly what this defense needed. And let's be real, Chiefs Kingdom, you win championships in the trenches. Adding size, strength, and disruption inside was long overdue. Woods brings more than just size. He brings pressure. He brings intensity. And most importantly, he brings the ability to collapse the pocket from the inside. Think about what that does for the entire defense. Quarterbacks won't be able to step up comfortably anymore. That changes everything for the pass rush. It's not just about sacks, it's about chaos. And Woods is built to create it. Then comes another key addition, edge rusher Mason Thomas. Maybe not as flashy as the first-round names, but don't sleep on this pick. This is a player who fits perfectly into Steve Spagnuolo's rotation. High motor, relentless pressure, and the kind of energy you need off the edge. And when you combine Thomas with Woods and the rest of the defensive front, you start to see the vision forming. Now here's where it gets interesting. Analysts started reacting quickly after the draft, and one name stood out, Eric Edholm. In his post-draft power rankings, he moved the Chiefs up 6 spots. 6. That's not a small jump, that's a statement. He made it clear that Kansas City's early picks weren't just good, they were impactful, immediate contributors. And honestly, it's hard to argue with that. Delane looks like a starter. Woods and Thomas look like rotational players who will see meaningful snaps early. But let's address something important here. The Chiefs didn't draft an offensive tackle early. They didn't prioritize wide receiver until later. That might raise some eyebrows. But this draft wasn't about balance, it was about fixing a problem. And that problem was defense. Plain and simple. Now let's talk about the secondary for a second. There's a detail here that needs clarification. The report mentions Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson moving on in free agency. As of the most reliable recent information, that situation isn't fully confirmed. So it's important to take that part carefully. But regardless, the Chiefs clearly felt they needed reinforcements at corner. And that's why Delane becomes even more crucial. He's not just a pick, he's potentially the future of that position group. Moving back to the defensive line, adding Woods gives the Chiefs something they were missing: true interior strength. For too long, opposing offenses found ways to exploit the middle. That might not be so easy anymore. Woods changes the dynamic. He forces double teams. He opens lanes for edge rushers. He makes life harder for everyone on the other side. And when you combine that with Spagnuolo's aggressive schemes, that's where things get scary. Because now, the Chiefs can attack from multiple angles. Inside pressure, edge pressure, tight coverage, it all starts connecting. And don't forget about our Mason Thomas in that mix. Rotational players like him often become game changers in key moments. Third down, late game, critical drive. That's where depth matters. And Kansas City just added more of it. So what does all this mean for the 2026 season? On paper, this team looks more complete, more balanced, and definitely more dangerous on defense. There's still work to be done, sure, but the foundation is looking strong. And then there's the biggest piece of the puzzle still looming, number 15. Because once the quarterback returns and everything starts clicking, that's when this team can truly take off. The defense is getting stronger. The roster is being reshaped. And the expectations? They're rising fast. So now I've got to ask you, Chiefs Kingdom, did the front office make the right call focusing almost entirely on defense? Do you believe these rookies can make an immediate impact? Or should the team have addressed the offense earlier? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I want to hear from you. And if you're as fired up as I am about the future of the Kansas City Chiefs, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with every Chiefs fan you know. Because this season is shaping up to be something special. And if you're still here with me, that tells me one thing: you can feel it too. There's something building in Kansas City. Something that goes beyond just another offseason reset. Because when a team like the Kansas City Chiefs makes this kind of defensive commitment, it's not random. It's strategic. It's intentional. It's championship thinking. And now, the real question becomes, how fast can this all come together? Let's talk about expectations for a second. Rookie corners don't always dominate right away. The NFL is a different beast. But Mansour Delane isn't walking into just any situation. He's stepping into a system led by Steve Spagnuolo, a coordinator known for developing talent and putting players in positions to succeed. That matters. That changes the timeline. And it increases the chances that Delane contributes from day one. Now shift your focus to the defensive line rotation. This is where things could get really interesting. Peter Woods isn't just depth, he's a tone setter. The kind of player who can wear down offensive lines over 4 quarters. And when you rotate him with other linemen, keeping everyone fresh, that's when you start to dominate late in games. Think about those crucial fourth quarters. Close games, tight scores. That's where championships are decided. And having a deeper, stronger defensive front could be the difference between a win and a loss. Then you bring our Mason Thomas into that rotation, and suddenly the pass rush has layers. It's not just about your starters anymore. It's about waves of pressure, constant disruption. Quarterbacks hate that. Offensive coordinators struggle to adjust to that. And if the Chiefs can consistently generate pressure without blitzing every play, that unlocks the entire defense. Now let's address the elephant in the room, offense. Yes, the Chiefs didn't go heavy on offensive tackle early. Yes, wide receiver help came later than some expected. But here's the thing, this team still has its core identity intact. As long as number 15 is under center, the Kansas City Chiefs offense will always have a chance to be explosive. The strategy here feels clear. Elevate the defense to complement an already dangerous offense. Instead of trying to outscore everyone in shootouts, maybe the goal is to control games more. More stops, better field position, more opportunities for the offense to strike. That's how complete teams are built. And if this defensive overhaul works the way the front office expects, we could be looking at a much more balanced Chiefs team in 2026. Now imagine this scenario. It's mid-season. The defense is clicking. The rookies are contributing. The pass rush is getting home. And the offense is doing what it always does, making big plays when it matters most. That combination is scary. Not just for the AFC, but for the entire league. But of course, it's not guaranteed. Development takes time. Chemistry has to build. There will be growing pains. There will be moments where these young players get tested. And that's where coaching, leadership, and experience come into play. Veterans in that locker room will need to step up. Guide the rookies. Keep the standard high. Because talent alone isn't enough. Execution is everything. Still, you can't ignore the direction this team is heading. The Kansas City Chiefs didn't just draft players, they addressed weaknesses. They added identity. They made a statement. And now all eyes turn to training camp. That's where the real battles begin. That's where roles are earned. Who steps up first? Who surprises everyone? Who becomes the breakout star of this class? I want to hear your predictions. Chiefs Kingdom. Which rookie are you most excited about right now? Do you think this defense can become top tier? Or are there still too many question marks? Drop your takes in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. And if you're loving this kind of breakdown, this kind of energy, this connection to Kansas City Chiefs news and everything happening around the team, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because we're just getting started. The road to 2026 is underway, and something tells me this ride is going to be unforgettable.